Hey everyone, I'm Hava Schultz and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about getting healthy and the main habits to focus on. Before I get started, for those of you who are not new here, you might notice the background change, and that's simply because I was having a little bit of trouble with the lighting when I was sitting on my bed, so I've decided to try sitting directly in front of my window, which I thought would wash me out, but so far, looking up, this kind of gives me a glow, so hopefully it looks the same way when I go in to edit it. Anyway, for me, this video comes at the perfect time because over the past month, I've kind of fallen off the wagon with my healthy habits. So this is a nice review for me as I talk to you about the basics of what I know. I'm also glad that I get to share this information when I'm coming off the heels of having a hard time keeping up with it, because it proves that knowing what to do and caring about being healthy simply isn't enough to actually be healthy. And I'll explain more on that later, so stay tuned for that toward the end of the video. There is so much to being healthy that I couldn't possibly cover it in one video. Actually, tangent here, think about how many textbooks upon textbooks and lectures upon lectures and classes. There's just a whole world of information on healthy living. So I can't cover it in one video, but I really would love to share more content on healthy living and make more of that for you. So if you do have requests over those types of videos, please comment below in the description. I'd love to find out what parts of healthy living you're interested in. But for now, in this video, I am going to highlight 5 important areas to focus on in order to improve your health. Sleep is something every human being needs. It's a restorative time for our bodies to be processing and healing both physically and mentally. A lot of people brag about how little sleep they need, and in most cases, I think this is just an ignorant, immature boast. And it usually comes out of teenagers and people in their 20s. But here's the thing. This is a very resilient age, which means our bodies can bounce back more easily. However, it doesn't mean that you're functioning optimally. Even if you think you're doing pretty great compared to other people on just a few hours of sleep a night, chances are you yourself have a lot more potential you could tap into if you got more sleep. Everyone's body is different, so some of us are going to need more sleep than others, but the percentage of people who thrive at their very best with less than 5 hours of sleep is really low. I want to say it's around 1%, but just to be clear, I'm not saying that you should never forfeit sleep. There are situations when it's a good idea. Of course, in emergency situations, you'll give up sleep, but also if there's just something really important you've got to do and it can't wait, or if there's really fun or unusual opportunities coming your direction, then yeah. Oh wow, the sun just changed, didn't it? But obviously you can't get carried away and make an excuse for every single night being an opportunity. So just kind of throwing that out there. I don't want to scare anyone, but a lot of studies have shown that prolonged sleep deprivation can lead to a shortened life expectancy. Basically saying, if you consistently don't get enough sleep for a long time, you may die sooner. And I hate saying that, but I just want to emphasize the importance of sleep. And I'm going to go ahead and link one of those studies below, the one that Harvard published information on. I'm not even sure if it's a study or if they've collected the information, but I'll put it in there for you. And again, this is just to emphasize the importance of sleep, that getting sleep can make you live longer. And that's actually pretty cool. At this point, I hope I've convinced you that you really need sleep, whether you feel like it or not. And hey, most of us like sleep. I mean, think about that moment when your alarm goes off and you try to not hit the snooze button. See? You love sleep too. And I'm thinking about making a video around all the different habits and tips you can do and tricks to make your sleep better. I actually have a hard time with a lot of these, so I could make it for you and also for me. Not surprisingly, what you put into your body matters a whole lot to your overall health. And I think there are a lot of healthy ways you can eat, so I'm not about to preach about a single style of eating, but if you are curious, here's a video on vegetarianism and how I eat specifically. That said, there are some key principles to pay attention to, and although there's several, I'm gonna give you 3. Look to consume living foods, things that aren't processed. Think fruits, veggies, nuts, seeds, legumes, etc. Limit your salt and sugar consumption. They may taste good, but they may be too much of a good thing. Trust me, I totally get it. I have a sweet tooth like no other. Be aware of your protein intake. This is a helpful source of energy and will keep you satiated until the next time you need to eat. Food isn't the only thing you put in your body. Water should be going in too. This is a habit I've only started getting good at as of this year, and I attribute it to the fact that I have a water bottle that I love. This 32-ounce Takia water bottle is my favorite. I use some others, but the reason I love this one, and by the way, I discovered this Takia brand long before they were super popular. We're talking 2017, you guys. This isn't my only Takia bottle, but I love it. The reason I love this specifically is that, first of all, the cap is amazing. I don't know what it is. I mean, I think this cap is even patented and the knockoffs just aren't the same. It's just, I can't explain it. It's really great. But then the 32-ounce size is awesome because my goal is 64 ounces of water in a day. And I know ideally you would get more, but 64 ounces is great for a beginner, which I am. And with a 32-ounce bottle, I'm able to know if it's about midday and I haven't finished it, I need to speed up so that I can start my next bottle, so it helps me pace things, and I only have to refill it once a day. So it's super convenient, and it's big, but not so big that it's ridiculously inconvenient to be using. I promise I am not sponsored at all by Takia. I just love their products. I actually mentioned another Takia bottle in a different video of mine about how the small kid-size bottle is really helpful for travel. So if you want more on that, this is a really great video for packing and travel tips. Oh, I mean, this video here. The benefits of water are truly amazing. It is so widespread, and people are always wishing for a cure-all, and although water may not be a cure-all, it is probably the closest thing out there to one. All this water talk, my first water bottle of the day is still full because I've been sitting here talking, so one moment. The human body was designed to move, and yet most of us live sedentary lifestyles. Like, look at me, I am just sitting here. I need to get up and... I'll get up and go for my daily walk later. But honestly, think about it. A lot of us sleep all night, which is a good thing. We talked about sleep earlier. And then we get up, we get ready, and we sit in a car or a bus or a train, and we go to work or school where we sit at a desk for 8 to 9 hours a day, get back in that transportation where we sit, go home, sit down to dinner, sit down and watch TV or get on the computer, and then go to bed for 8 more hours, because hopefully you're getting a full night's sleep. That's a lot of sitting. Where's the exercise? Okay, maybe you walked to the bathroom or you walked to your car in the parking lot. That's just not enough. And that's why it's important to intentionally make time for exercise. And that's why a lot of people go to the gym on their way home from work or go to a class. And my big thing here is that you want to make sure that you find something you truly enjoy. You might be a gym rat, and that's amazing. I mean, go lift those weights. I've had actually a lot of fun just going and working out in the gym freestyle, but also that may not be fun for you. A lot of people start the gym and then they stop because they don't like it. But there's so many ways to be active. You can go on a brisk walk, like I just mentioned that I'm gonna do later. You can do dance classes, which I actually really wanna do. There's so many things out there you can do. The key is to find something that you really like, because that will encourage you to stick with it because you want to do it anyway. Mental health is often overlooked in health discussions, though it is integral. Consider the fact that when you're stressed, your skin might break out, or you might overeat or undereat. When someone is sick, even if they're maintaining an optimistic and positive attitude, they're generally not as happy-go-lucky as they are when they're healthy. So there's an undeniable connection between the mind and body. By the way, the mind is operated by the brain also operates the body, and the brain is actually part of your physical body. Just saying. So it's important to maintain a healthy headspace so that you can do what you need to do in life, including the healthy habits we discussed throughout this video. And this is my answer to the question I probably prompted earlier on when I said that it's not enough to just know what to do and care about it. You need to be in a healthy headspace so that you can deliver on those promises to yourself. For more on ways I stay happy, you can go ahead and watch this video right here. It takes time and commitment to integrate these habits into your everyday life. I've worked at all of them, and I'm at different levels with each one, and I've also noticed that my progress seems to kind of ebb and flow. For more on getting your life together, go ahead and click this here. And I hope you enjoyed today's video, and please hit that like button if you did. Subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified about future videos. But even if you don't, thanks for watching this content today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!